the largest retailer in India, and so on. So we had a few of those going. But then we realized that to actually develop a product which works and is world class, we need money.
Yeah.
Right? We can't really do it with peanuts.
Well, so were the customers, potential customers, saying like, okay, when's it going to be ready?
Yeah, of course. So we were doing proof of concept with whatever we had already. So we were already doing that, but it was not good enough. It was just like scratching the surface. So we started looking for our seed round, seed money.
Now, seed money in India from Indian investors?
Yeah. So we have some angel investors there, a group of angel investors. So we actually went and on a Sunday afternoon, we went and pitched to them. And they liked it. They were sold. They really liked, at that time we didn't have any revenue.
Yeah.
So they were like, they just loved the team. They loved the fact that we were coming in with such diverse experiences. Like I was coming in with an analytics and business development experience, and the other guys were coming in with a very solid tech background. So yeah, so they put their trust in us. We got
most investors want revenue. They want practicality.
So here at a seed, this is like specifically for seed investments. You can't really have that. So when you go Series A, you need revenue typically.
Yeah.
At seed, most of them are either funding an idea or a team or both. Right, so they just believe that this team might do well, right? So that's the idea. So yeah, so that's what we did. So we got funded as of actually very quickly. By July of 2017, we were already funded.
And so 1 year in.
Yep.
And you're paying everybody in food basically.
Yep.
And so what did you use the money for?
Oh yeah, we just started hiring immediately. We hired our first 4 or 5 guys, some from college, some from from the industry. Started building the product. So yeah, somewhere around that time, we also got accepted in a startup program from SAP. So that gave us a lot of.
SAP is right in that building right there.
Oh really? Wow. Okay. And a couple of other programs from like Future Group and whatnot. We also won the Qualcomm Design in India Challenge for our hardware.
Now, were you just manufacturing the hardware in your office?
There are 2 parts to our hardware. So there are these sensors, these guys. Yeah. It's right there. So these we actually get from our manufacturing partners. Yeah, there you go.
Now these partners are they in India?
In China, Taiwan, and Penang.
So you went the classic electronics.
Yeah, we had to see for this IoT market to be successful, it has to be the cost has to be pretty low. The cost effectiveness and ROI need to be worked out.
So your co-founder knows electronics.
Yeah, absolutely, they do, both of them. So we just get the chip and the enclosure from our manufacturers. All the software and the firmware which goes onto these guys is ours.
So does that have a wireless antenna in it?
Yep.
So it connects to a cell phone tower?
It doesn't directly. It needs what's called a gateway. It can I can use my phone as a gateway. So the way it will work is this transmits over Bluetooth low energy.
So does that need power?
Yeah. Well, it's got a battery inside. It's got 2-year battery life.
Fantastic.
So it basically transmits data on Bluetooth low energy, and it can be read by our app on a cell phone, or we have our own proprietary product, the gateway, the TagHub gateway, which was actually developed with Qualcomm. It's got a Qualcomm chip inside, and we got all the Qualcomm support, and we won the Qualcomm Design in India Challenge in 2017.
Oh, fantastic. So you got some real serious help.
And they actually they invested about $75,000 in us at that time, so it was very useful.
Now that sensor right there, is that temperature?
This is shock actually.
Shock?
Yep.
No,
vibration.
Who would use a shock sensor?
So a lot of the consumer appliances companies, when they ship their appliances in a supply chain, because of mishandling, you could have damage. So this will be used to understand which parts of the supply chain are actually
shock.
Yeah. It could be in the dock, it could be actually in transit, it could be during unloading, it could be while delivering to a customer to their apartment, right? It could be anywhere. So understanding where it is and fixing that is very, very crucial. So if you look at now what we do, right? So there is obviously the cold chain part, which is great. There is also the fragile goods and high value goods. So we work with appliances companies, we work with pallet rental companies, we work with glass manufacturers, furniture guys, because they want to understand where their goods are at and what's the quality of their goods in terms of damage, in terms of chip contamination, whatever. So the product has actually evolved very nicely for us.
Okay.